Ingredients, the channel where we explore the gentle art of cooking through soft-spoken stories about food, recipes, and the fascinating ingredients that bring our favorite dishes to life. I'm Marcus Sage, your host, and I'm here to whisper you to sleep while we journey together through the wonderful world of culinary traditions. Tonight, we're diving into the comforting embrace of BLT Avocado Toast, a modern twist on a beloved classic that combines the smoky richness of bacon, the fresh crunch of lettuce, the juicy sweetness of ripe tomatoes, and the creamy luxury of perfectly ripe avocado, all nestled atop golden, crispy toast. We'll explore how this simple yet sophisticated dish evolved from humble sandwich beginnings into today's brunch favorite, discover why these particular ingredients create such perfect harmony together, and learn the gentle techniques that transform basic components into something truly special. If you enjoy these types of soothing cooking videos, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more whispered culinary adventures. I'd love to hear about your own favorite toast combinations in the comments below, so please share what toppings make your perfect slice. You'll find the complete recipe for today's BLT Avocado Toast in the description, ready for you to try when you wake up refreshed tomorrow morning. Alright, let's get cooking. The story of BLT Avocado Toast begins with understanding the rich history of its predecessor, the classic BLT sandwich. The combination of bacon, lettuce, and tomato first appeared in American cookbooks during the early 1900s, though the exact origins remain pleasantly mysterious. Food historians trace similar combinations back to the late Victorian era, when the growing popularity of mayonnaise and the increasing availability of fresh tomatoes year-round made such sandwiches practical for the average household. The classic BLT gained tremendous popularity during the 1950s and 1960s, becoming a staple of American diners, lunch counters, and home kitchens across the country. This was largely due to the post-war boom in bacon production and the development of better refrigeration systems that kept lettuce crisp and tomatoes fresh for longer periods. The sandwich represented the perfect balance of indulgence and freshness, combining the rich, salty satisfaction of bacon with the clean, bright flavors of garden vegetables. The transition from sandwich to toast began in the 1980s and 1990s, as open-faced preparations became increasingly popular in cafes and restaurants seeking to create more visually appealing presentations. Chefs discovered that serving the combination on a single slice of toasted bread allowed each ingredient to shine more brightly, creating distinct layers of flavor and texture that could be appreciated with each bite. The addition of avocado to this classic combination represents a more recent evolution, coinciding with the dramatic rise in avocado consumption throughout North America during the 2000s and 2010s. California's avocado industry, combined with increased imports from Mexico and other regions, made this creamy fruit widely available and affordable for everyday cooking. The health-conscious movement of the early 2000s also contributed to avocado's popularity, as people discovered its beneficial fats and creamy texture that could replace heavier ingredients like mayonnaise. Food bloggers and social media played crucial roles in popularizing BLT Avocado Toast, with countless variations appearing on Instagram and Pinterest throughout the 2010s. The dish perfectly captured the zeitgeist of that era, combining nostalgic comfort food elements with trendy, health-conscious ingredients and a photogenic presentation that translated beautifully to social media platforms. The cultural significance of this dish extends beyond mere trends, however. It represents the beautiful evolution of comfort food, showing how traditional recipes can be thoughtfully updated to reflect changing tastes and available ingredients while maintaining their essential character and appeal. The BLT Avocado Toast honors the past while embracing the present, creating something both familiar and excitingly new. This gentle transformation from classic sandwich to modern toast reflects our changing relationship with food itself, moving toward lighter, more ingredient-focused preparations that celebrate the natural flavors and textures of high-quality components rather than masking them with heavy sauces or complicated preparations. Understanding why bacon, lettuce, and tomato work so beautifully together requires us to explore the fundamental principles of flavor balance and textural contrast that make certain food combinations irresistible. The original BLT Trinity creates what culinary experts call a complete flavor profile, incorporating elements of saltiness, umami richness, fresh acidity, and varied textures that satisfy multiple taste receptors simultaneously. Bacon provides the foundation of richness and depth through its combination of salt, fat, and the complex flavors developed during the curing and smoking process. The rendered fat from properly cooked bacon carries flavor compounds that enhance the taste of everything it touches, while the crispy texture creates satisfying contrast against softer elements. The saltiness of bacon also serves to heighten the perception of sweetness in the tomatoes and the fresh, clean taste of the lettuce. Lettuce contributes essential freshness and crunch that cuts through the richness of the bacon, providing a palate-cleansing effect that prevents the dish from becoming overwhelming. The high water amount in lettuce creates a cooling sensation that balances the warmth and intensity of the cooked bacon, while its mild, slightly bitter undertones add complexity without competing with the other flavors. Tomatoes bring natural sweetness and bright acidity that ties the entire combination together. The acidity in tomatoes helps to cut through fat, making the bacon taste less heavy while simultaneously enhancing its savory qualities. The natural sugars in ripe tomatoes provide sweetness that complements the saltiness of the bacon, while their juicy texture adds moisture that prevents the dish from feeling dry. The addition of avocado to this classic combination creates what food scientists describe as the perfect fat balance. While bacon provides saturated fats that carry intense flavors, avocado contributes monounsaturated fats that create creaminess without heaviness. This dual fat structure allows the dish to feel both indulgent and light, satisfying cravings for richness while providing a clean, fresh finish. Avocado's mild, nutty flavor serves as a neutral backdrop that allows the other ingredients to shine while adding its own subtle complexity. The creamy texture of ripe avocado creates a luxurious mouthfeel that bridges the gap between the crispy bacon and the fresh vegetables, creating a more cohesive eating experience where each bite holds perfectly balanced elements. The textural interplay in BLT Avocado Toast creates what food texture specialists call optimal contrast variation. The crispy toast provides a sturdy foundation and satisfying crunch. The bacon adds additional crispiness with chewy elements. The avocado contributes smooth creaminess. The tomato offers juicy bursts of flavor, and the lettuce provides fresh crispness. This variety ensures that each bite remains interesting and engaging rather than monotonous. Temperature contrast also plays a crucial role in the dish's appeal. The warm, just-cooked bacon against the cool, fresh vegetables creates thermal variation that keeps the palate engaged and prevents flavor fatigue. This temperature interplay also helps to slightly warm the avocado, bringing out its natural oils and enhancing its creamy texture. The visual appeal of BLT Avocado Toast cannot be overlooked in understanding its popularity. The vibrant colors create an appetizing presentation that triggers anticipation before the first bite. The deep red of ripe tomatoes, the bright green of fresh lettuce and avocado, the golden brown of crispy bacon, and the warm tan of toasted bread create a naturally beautiful palette that photographs beautifully and appeals to our innate attraction to colorful, fresh-looking food. Regional variations of this combination have emerged worldwide, with each culture adding its own twist while maintaining the essential balance that makes the original so appealing. These adaptations demonstrate the universal appeal of this particular flavor and texture combination, proving that the harmony between these ingredients transcends cultural boundaries and personal preferences. The success of this dish also lies in its perfect portion balance. Each ingredient appears in just the right quantity to contribute its unique characteristics without overwhelming the others. Too much bacon would make the dish heavy and greasy, while too little would fail to provide the rich foundation that makes the combination so satisfying. Similarly, the vegetables must be present in sufficient quantity to provide freshness and textural contrast without making the dish feel more like a salad than a substantial meal. Creating the perfect BLT avocado toast begins with selecting quality ingredients that will each contribute their best characteristics to the final dish. For this recipe, you will need 4 strips of thick-cut bacon, preferably applewood smoked or another variety with good fat marbling. Choose 2 slices of hearty bread such as sourdough, whole grain, or artisanal white bread that will hold up well to toasting and support the toppings without becoming soggy. You'll need 1 large, ripe avocado that yields slightly to gentle pressure but isn't overly soft or mushy. Select 1 medium-sized ripe tomato, preferably a beefsteak or heirloom variety with good flavor and firm flesh that won't release excessive moisture. Choose 2 to 4 leaves of fresh lettuce, with butter lettuce or green leaf lettuce providing the best combination of flavor and texture for this preparation. Additional ingredients include a pinch of sea salt and freshly ground black pepper for seasoning the avocado and tomato, and optionally, a small amount of fresh lemon juice to prevent the avocado from browning and add a bright note to the finished dish. Some preparations also benefit from a light drizzle of high-quality olive oil or a thin spread of mayonnaise on the toast. Begin the preparation by preheating your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit if you prefer oven-cooked bacon, or prepare a large skillet over medium heat for stovetop cooking. Oven cooking produces more evenly cooked bacon with less active attention required, while stovetop cooking allows for more precise control over the final texture and crispiness. If using the oven method, arrange the bacon strips on a rimmed baking sheet lined with parchment paper, ensuring the strips don't overlap. Place the pan in the preheated oven and cook for 12 to 18 minutes, depending on your preferred level of crispiness and the thickness of the bacon. The bacon is ready when it reaches a deep golden brown color and feels crispy when gently lifted with tongs. For stovetop preparation, place the bacon strips in the cold skillet before turning on the heat. This allows the fat to render slowly and evenly as the pan warms up, resulting in more evenly cooked bacon. Cook over medium heat, turning the strips every few minutes to ensure even browning. The total cooking time will be approximately 8 to 12 minutes, depending on thickness and desired crispiness. While the bacon cooks, prepare the other ingredients. Wash and thoroughly dry the lettuce leaves, then tear them into pieces that will fit nicely on the toast slices. Cut the tomato into slices approximately 1/4 inch thick, removing any tough core areas. Arrange the tomato slices on a plate and season lightly with salt and pepper, allowing them to sit for a few minutes to release some moisture and concentrate their flavors. Cut the avocado in half lengthwise, remove the pit, and scoop the flesh into a bowl. Mash the avocado gently with a fork, leaving some texture rather than creating a completely smooth paste. Season with a pinch of salt, a few grinds of black pepper, and a small squeeze of fresh lemon juice if desired. The avocado should be creamy but still have some small chunks for textural interest. Toast the bread slices until they reach a golden brown color and feel crispy to the touch. The toast should be sturdy enough to support the toppings without bending or breaking, but not so dark that it becomes bitter or overly crunchy. Remove the toast from the toaster and allow it to cool slightly before assembly. To assemble the BLT Avocado Toast, start by spreading the mashed avocado evenly across each slice of toast, creating a smooth base layer that will help hold the other ingredients in place. Layer the seasoned tomato slices over the avocado, followed by the fresh lettuce leaves. Finally, break the crispy bacon into pieces and arrange them attractively over the top of each toast slice. The key to perfect assembly is working quickly once the toast is ready, ensuring that the bacon remains warm and crispy while the other ingredients stay fresh and cool. Serve immediately for the best textural contrast and optimal flavor balance. Bacon, the star protein of our BLT Avocado Toast, has a fascinating history that stretches back thousands of years to ancient civilizations that discovered salt curing as a method of preserving pork. The word bacon itself derives from the Old French word bacot, which referred to the back of a pig. Modern bacon production involves curing pork belly with salt and often sugar, followed by smoking over various types of wood that impart distinct flavors to the finished product. The quality of bacon varies significantly based on the source of the pork, the curing process, and the smoking method used. Artisanal bacon producers often use heritage breed pigs that have been raised on pasture, resulting in meat with superior flavor and texture compared to mass-produced alternatives. The fat amount and distribution in good bacon should be well marbled throughout the meat, creating the perfect balance of lean protein and flavorful fat that renders properly during cooking. Different wood types used in smoking create distinct flavor profiles in bacon. Applewood produces a mild, slightly sweet smoke flavor that complements rather than overwhelms other ingredients. Hickory creates a stronger, more traditional smoky taste, while cherrywood imparts a subtle fruity note. Understanding these differences allows you to select bacon that will harmonize perfectly with the fresh flavors of the vegetables and avocado in your toast. The bread foundation of our toast deserves careful consideration, as it must provide structural support while contributing its own flavors and textures to the dish. Sourdough bread offers tangy complexity that pairs beautifully with rich bacon and creamy avocado, while its sturdy crumb structure holds up well under moist toppings. The fermentation process used to create sourdough also breaks down some of the gluten proteins, making it easier to digest than conventional yeasted breads. Whole grain breads contribute nutty flavors and additional nutritional value through their inclusion of bran and germ components that are removed from refined flours. These breads often have denser textures that provide excellent support for heavy toppings, though they may require slightly longer toasting times to achieve the proper crispiness. The complex carbohydrates in whole grain breads also provide more sustained energy compared to refined alternatives. Artisanal white breads made with high-quality flour and traditional techniques offer clean flavors that allow the other ingredients to shine while providing excellent texture and structure. Look for breads made with unbleached flour and minimal additives, as these will have superior flavor and nutritional profiles compared to mass-produced alternatives. Lettuce brings essential freshness and nutritional value to our dish, with different varieties offering unique characteristics. Butter lettuce, also known as Boston or Bibb lettuce, provides tender leaves with a mild, slightly sweet flavor that won't compete with other ingredients. Its delicate texture creates pleasant contrast without being tough or fibrous, making it ideal for applications where the lettuce will be eaten raw. Green leaf lettuce offers slightly more robust flavor and firmer texture while still maintaining the fresh, clean taste that makes lettuce such a perfect partner for rich ingredients like bacon and avocado. Its ruffled leaves also provide interesting visual texture that enhances the overall presentation of the finished dish. Romaine lettuce, while more commonly associated with Caesar salads, can also work well in BLT preparations when you desire extra crunch and a slightly more assertive flavor. Its sturdy leaves hold up well to moisture from tomatoes and won't wilt as quickly as more delicate varieties. Tomatoes contribute essential acidity and natural sweetness that balance the rich elements in our toast. Beefsteak tomatoes offer large, meaty slices with relatively few seeds and moderate acidity that won't overwhelm other flavors. Their firm flesh holds its shape well when sliced and doesn't release excessive moisture that could make the toast soggy. Heirloom tomato varieties provide exceptional flavor complexity, with each variety offering unique characteristics in terms of sweetness, acidity, and texture. Brandywine tomatoes are prized for their perfect balance of sweet and tart flavors, while Cherokee purples offer rich, smoky undertones that complement bacon beautifully. These specialty varieties are typically available during peak tomato season and are worth seeking out for their superior flavor. The seasonality of tomatoes plays a crucial role in the success of this dish. Peak season tomatoes, typically available from mid-summer through early fall in most climates, offer the best flavor and texture. During off-season months, greenhouse-grown or imported tomatoes may lack the full flavor development of field-ripened varieties, though they can still provide acceptable results when properly seasoned. Avocado, the creamy green fruit that transforms our classic BLT into something extraordinary, has traveled a remarkable journey from its origins in south-central Mexico to become one of the most beloved ingredients in modern cuisine. Archaeological evidence suggests that avocados were cultivated by indigenous peoples as early as 5000 BCE, making them one of humanity's oldest agricultural crops. The Aztecs called this nutritious fruit aguacatl, which Spanish conquistadors eventually transformed into the word avocado we use today. The most common variety found in North American markets is the Hass avocado, named after Rudolph Hass, a California postman who patented this particular cultivar in 1935. Hass avocados are prized for their creamy texture, rich flavor, and the convenient way their skin darkens from green to nearly black as the fruit ripens. The thick, pebbly skin of Hass avocados also provides excellent protection during shipping, making them ideal for commercial distribution. Fuerte avocados, with their smooth, thin green skin, offer a slightly different flavor profile with more pronounced nutty undertones. These avocados remain green even when ripe, requiring a gentle squeeze test to determine readiness. Fuerte varieties are often available during winter months when Hass avocados may be less abundant, providing year-round access to this versatile fruit. Determining perfect ripeness in avocados requires understanding the subtle signs that indicate optimal eating quality. Ripe avocado should yield to gentle pressure when squeezed in the palm of your hand, but shouldn't feel mushy or have soft spots that indicate overripeness. The stem end can provide additional clues about ripeness and quality. If the small stem cap comes off easily and reveals bright green flesh underneath, the avocado is perfectly ripe. Brown or dark areas under the stem suggest overripeness or potential spoilage. The nutritional profile of avocados makes them an excellent addition to any meal, providing healthy monounsaturated fats that support heart health and help the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins from other foods. The creamy texture of avocados comes from their unique fat composition, which remains stable at room temperature and provides satisfying richness without the need for dairy products or other animal fats. BLT Avocado Toast is best enjoyed immediately after assembly, when the contrast between warm, crispy bacon and cool, fresh vegetables creates the most dynamic eating experience. The ideal serving temperature allows the bacon to retain its crispiness while the other ingredients remain refreshingly cool, creating thermal contrast that enhances flavor perception and textural interest. This dish works beautifully as a substantial breakfast or brunch option, providing protein, healthy fats, and fresh vegetables that create sustained energy throughout the morning. The combination of complex carbohydrates from quality bread and protein from bacon helps stabilize blood sugar levels, while the fiber and nutrients from vegetables and avocado support overall nutritional needs. For lunch service, BLT Avocado Toast pairs wonderfully with light soups, particularly tomato-based varieties that echo the fresh tomato flavors in the toast itself. A simple green salad dressed with lemon vinaigrette complements the rich elements of the toast while providing additional fresh vegetables and cleansing acidity. Beverage pairings should complement rather than compete with the complex flavors in the dish. Fresh orange juice provides bright acidity that cuts through rich bacon while enhancing the natural sweetness of ripe tomatoes. Coffee, particularly lighter roasts with bright, clean flavors, creates an excellent contrast to the rich, savory elements of the toast. For afternoon or evening service, crisp white wines or light beers provide refreshing accompaniment that won't overwhelm the delicate balance of flavors. When preparing multiple servings, timing becomes crucial to ensure optimal quality. Cook all bacon first and keep it warm in a low oven while preparing other components. Toast bread just before serving and assemble each portion individually to prevent sogginess and maintain textural integrity. If preparing components in advance, store each element individually and assemble just before serving for best results. Leftover components can be stored and repurposed, though the assembled toast should always be consumed immediately. Cooked bacon keeps well refrigerated for several days and can be gently rewarmed in a dry skillet. Prepared avocado mixture should be covered tightly and used within a few hours to prevent browning, though a squeeze of lemon juice helps maintain color and freshness. The beauty of BLT Avocado Toast lies not just in its delicious flavor combination, but in its representation of how traditional recipes can evolve and improve while maintaining their essential character. This dish honors the past while embracing contemporary tastes and nutritional understanding, creating something that feels both comfortingly familiar and excitingly modern. And on that note, we've completed our gentle journey through the wonderful world of BLT Avocado Toast, from its historical roots through the perfect harmony of its ingredients to the simple techniques that bring it all together. Thank you for joining me tonight on Whispered Ingredients, where we explore the stories behind our favorite foods in the most soothing way possible. I'll see you next time.